Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Factorio. Um, just after I finished recording episode 7 just now, I noticed that's a lot of aliens. Well, it's mainly just the alien bases where they spawn from, but it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 or 10 bases in there. That's a lot for this early in the game. Holy crap. Especially considering that the pollution hasn't even reached them yet. Like, that's a lot of aliens. Another thing I noticed while I was looking at that is that's a lot of stone. Yes. I've never... This is actually my first time trying to increase stone spawns in my world. So even though I knew I would end up needing it later on in the game, I wasn't quite expecting this much stone, though. It's a lot of stone. But the next setting down wasn't gonna be enough, so looks like green science production is having a difficult time keeping up, which means that advanced material processing is gonna take a bit longer than expected, but hopefully it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But anyways, episode 8 starting now. Welcome. In the previous episode, we began clearing out some trees over here so that we can start setting up a smelting foundry for iron, copper, and maybe some steel as well. And we're researching advanced material processing so that we can build it using steel furnaces, which are still going to run on coal, but that's not a big deal. You got plenty of coal out here, and actually I haven't checked on the coal in quite a while. Let's go see how it's doing. Yeah, this can be left alone for quite a while longer. No need to worry about that. But anyways, yeah, so we got plenty of coal, so that's not an issue. What's our power doing? Or how's our power doing? Ooh. Not the best. Okay. Maybe we can also begin setting up a bit more of a longer lasting power production array. It won't be the final design, but it'll be closer to the final design. It's the design that I prefer to use, where a steam engine is directly connected to the boiler. It's not quite as space efficient, but you know what? It works. If you got the space, it works. And also the water doesn't have any time to cool down before it reaches the steam engine, so it's a little bit more efficient. In the final design that I'm going to be using for power production before we switch over to solar power, if at all, is going to be a bit more like this, the design that I'm about to set up. And actually, considering how much oil we have, I think I might stick to solid fuel power throughout the whole series, because although solar power is better because the aliens don't hate you quite as much and you don't make nearly as much pollution, like if you switch over from steam power to solar power, your pollution level just plummets because you're no longer having to boil water, which steam isn't a polluting thing, but you need to heat the water to make the steam, and that requires you to burn something else, which will pollute the area. There's also noise pollution as well. Actually, I don't know if it takes like noise into account when figuring out pollution levels and stuff like that, but I don't know. But this is gonna be where I'm gonna set things up. I'm gonna make a second pump, actually. Not quite as efficient with material use, but I don't care. It'll work in the end. Make a ton of pipes. We'll run the main water supply along here, I guess. There we go. It's all set up. And let's tear out some of these. Yeah, we're starting to get some power issues now, a little bit. But it won't be for too long. There we go. That's in there. That's in there. And this is in here. I'm gonna do that. Okay. So this is gonna be the basic design for it. We're just gonna tile this going all the way down. And there. And there. Now we just need to get our coal up to there, which shouldn't be an issue. Just gonna need like an underground pipe around here or something. Another one to cross the second gap. Ah. Oh. This could work. This just might work. It's gonna work! Apparently, somehow. Yeah, that's working. So, we have absolutely no power now while we're setting this up. But not a big deal. We're not dependent on the power. It's not like we're gonna die now or something. Get out of here, tree. Nobody likes your face. Your face specifically. The rest of you is fine. Like your trunk, your leaves, your branches, all fine, but your face, just no. That's where we draw the line. I'm sorry. Okay. It's gonna need some power to jump start it as well, but that's not too big of an issue. Just manually pop some coal into one of them. Okay. Give you some coal. I'm gonna have to complete the coal belt as well. There we go. It's gonna be running very slow until the next two kick in. There we go. Coming online. Heating up. Coal doesn't burn the hottest. Once we move on to other fuel sources, it'll be able to warm up to higher temperatures and make more power. But this will do for now. As soon as it starts to heat up a bit more, I think this is actually as hot as it's gonna get. It's looking like. Yeah. Not quite enough power production, actually. Apparently this is producing less power now. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Apparently that other design works better. Here's what we can do. We can modify this design to get the best of both. Because the thing about this design is when the water is going directly from the boiler to the steam engine, then that is 0 time for it to cool down. However, the way I laid it out currently, it's only going through one boiler. Now, you could obviously hook up as many boilers as you want, you just have to move this pipe back a bit more. But currently it's only got the one boiler, so it's not heating up as much. So we can just quickly fix that here by just hooking up a couple of boilers here. So the water gets some initial heating and then it gets reheated before it goes into the steam engine. It'll get the best of both designs. This is how you play Factorio. Okay, I'm gonna set up both these pumps now since we have 2. I'm leaving room here in case we ever want to put in more boilers. We will be able to. Oh, and we're out of power poles. Gotta get more power poles. Go. So that'll be preheating the water before it goes to the other boilers that heat it up even more. Oh yeah. So we're back up to peak power production from before. Now we just throw in more steam engines. And it'll be nice and easy to throw in more steam engines with this design because it's nice and linear. And it stacks. Ooh, hooray! Hooray, hooray, hooray. Ooh, and should we actually wait until we can get electric furnaces? Actually, no, electric furnaces are going to take those advanced circuits. That's... We can just craft those in our inventory, but each one is going to take a long time. So, probably won't be worth it to go directly for electric furnaces. Gonna put on 2 more. Gonna need some pipes as well. Just craft all. Okay, and so this is going right up to the edge of the lake here, so this will be our maximum. This will be the most power we're going to be able to produce until we change our design again. Oh, we're 1 pipe short. Don't you hate it when you're 1 pipe short? It's the worst feeling you can ever have in life. Being 1 pipe short. Ooh, no lights up here. Let's make some lights. There we go. We can see. Make our last pipe. There we go. Put in the boilers. Bring out the conveyors. Gonna need some more conveyors. We only need to craft 1 there, but oh well. We got extras. Well, actually, we do need the extras for this part here. There we go. Okay. Yep, it's heating up. We're making plenty of power now. Okay. So let's start making us some steel furnaces so that we can begin to build this smelting foundry that we planned in the previous episode. We can make 8 for now, which actually that might be all we're going to need to make for the foundry at first. 4 for each, that should work. We're also going to need to make some conveyor belts. We're getting plenty of iron now. Make tons of them. Okay. Let's set up the furnaces. Actually, we're going to need another 4 furnaces for the steel as well. So we're going to need steel to make them. Make 1. You can make an entire single furnace. Actually, let's just make 2 furnaces for the steel. Actually, that should cover that sufficiently. So, what are we going to need for this design? Actually, let's have it a bit lower down so it's not in the way of the iron there. That can be for the copper, why not? So this will be the output. This will be the input. And then here we can have the input for iron as well. And output for iron. That's not where I wanted it. So then, once the iron is out of the little area here, we're going to use a splitter to split off half of it to go into the other furnaces to make steel. Just need a couple more steel to make that one last furnace. Okay. This will not be our final design, just the one we're going to use for now. Actually. Okay, so now let's make the inserters. We're going to need 8, 16, 20 inserters. We're coming up on the end of the episode here. Just another minute or so. We need copper, actually. We've got plenty of copper in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That works. Probably could have done that without having to count, but too late. So one thing we're going to have to do here is, since these things are going to need coal in order to run, is we're also going to need to run coal along the input belts along with the ore. But fortunately, the belts are double-sided, which is a good thing, because I got a plan. I got a design. So we're going to have the copper coming in here, iron coming in here, and then we're going to have another belt here bringing in coal. Ooh. What am I doing? And then the coal is going to be split. So we can just yank our copper line out here. There we go. That's the copper. And we're going to need to bring the coal down as well. We're also going to need to split off the coal to come in along here as well. We're already actually intruding on the iron field a bit here. Oh well, gonna have to leave some behind, I guess. There we go. Got all our inserters. Now, I think my theory from earlier on how the music works in this game might be true, because now that it's finished that music file from earlier, it's starting new ones now and they're quiet. Oh dear. I always hit the wrong button. I'm going to try turning it up. And so, yeah, that change that I just made won't be taking effect for quite a while, and this is the end of the episode, so you won't be able to hear the louder music till the next one. Sorry. Yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye.